Hello, and thank you for stopping by to join me for today's spread. I'm working in my Barnes & Noble journal, and I'm starting off by putting down some script washi as background, and I just put down two different kinds of washis that are very versatile and can be used on basically any spread. As imagery, I decided to go for some very delicate flowers that I cut out from another washi tape that is also from AliExpress, which is in one of my earlier AliExpress hauls. You can find it there. And I add different flowers to both sides. I don't yet know what the theme of this spread is really going to be. It will develop as I keep going. So this is another washi from that same AliExpress haul, which is from a while back. I'm not sure actually which month it is, but it's quite a few months ago. So next I go through some of my lace because I did want to add some more texture to the page, so I just audition a few pieces and see what I think works best on this spread. Don't want anything too bulky. So finally I decide to cut a piece off of this lace that has flowers in it, and I fussy cut the flower. So I like how that fits there, and I add my little washi tag, which I showed in my washi tag video, which is the one just before this video, the last one I published. And I decided to make like a kind of a cluster on the right side, so I glue that down and then add that flower to the corner right there, and I really like how that turned out. And then I decided the left side still needed a little something, and I decided to add the date this time with my new washi, which is in the last AliExpress haul, and it says favorite of November, and I didn't really like the favorite of November, so I cut that in two later, but first I pick out the appropriate date, which is the 29th of November. So I then, I cut that apart so it just leaves the November, but I keep the favorite of because I wasn't really sure yet what I was gonna do, so I wanted to keep it. So I really like how that date looks there, and I decided to add a few more bits of interest on the left side. So one is a stamp with a few twigs from my little stamp store subscription box, and I add this little bee. And then since I had still this favorites of from the date, I decided to make this page about favorites of winter, and I made a list of what my favorites are during the winter, and I decided to try a different pen for this spread because I'm still trying to find the perfect pen for this kind of paper. So I'm just going to read you my favorites of winter. Watching big fluffy snowflakes fall, hot bubble baths, hot cocoa and tea, fireplaces, reading a good book covered with a cozy blanket, ice skating, Christmas markets, Christmas cookies, seeing friends and family more often, fairy lights, making presents, gingerbread, holiday street decorations, lots of candles, smell of cloves and cinnamon, hot homemade soups, warm fluffy socks, cozy scarves, handmade cards, cuddling, and the smell of pines. And since when I was done writing my list, I still had the whole right hand side of the spread empty, I decided to search for a poem about winter and realized it was actually pretty hard to find a, let's say, a positive poem about winter that wasn't sad. So I stumbled across this poem about the perfect cup of cocoa, which fit really well because that was one of the things on my list. So this is how it goes. The perfect cup of cocoa is rich and chocolatey and always warm but not too hot, a steaming chocolate sea. The surface is enclosed beneath a thick marshmallow mound which melts into a gooey cloud without the slightest sound. A whipped cream swirl extends beyond the surface of the cup, and chocolate sprinkles add the perfect touch to dress it up. The perfect cup of cocoa is like an old best friend. It's warm, it's sweet, it's such a treat, and yummy till the end. This poem was written by Barbara Vance, and I love it. It gives me such a warm feeling inside. And so I hope this spread inspires you to maybe come up with your own list of what you love about winter, because there's plenty of beautiful things, even though it's a cold season. At least it is where I am. So yeah, thank you for watching, and greetings from cold Vienna, Austria. Hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye.